Madison here at Lovo Active Learning Center. Today we're going to be making oobleck, and all you really need is a cup of water and a cup of cornstarch, and then you need a mixing bowl and a spoon, obviously, to mix it, and then whatever color food coloring that you want. And then I always suggest to get a Ziploc bag because you're gonna wanna massage it and then leave it out for like 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes, and then whenever you take it out, you're gonna be able to really play with it and it won't be so liquidy. So we're gonna go ahead and start. So I'm going to go ahead and put my water in the bowl. And then we're gonna go ahead and open this. Pick it up. Alright, so for younger kids, you might want to help them with this because cornstarch can be a little messy, but for older ones, obviously, you know how to do it. Go ahead and add it in. It's okay if some still spills into the bowl, that's why I'm putting it over the bowl. Okay. Go ahead and pour it in. Cornstarch can be a little stubborn inside your cup, so just go ahead and help it get out. So some questions that you might want to ask the kids, the younger kids, is what do you think will happen whenever you mix the cornstarch and the water? Do you think it's going to be hard, or do you think it's going to be soft, or how do you think it's going to react, or yeah. And then also you could ask them, how do you think it's going to feel on your hands? Those are some of the questions that you're going to ask them. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix it with the spoon. It can be a little tough at the bottom. It's gonna feel like kind of glue. So when you're mixing it, just be careful. It looks very liquidy because the way that you might think like you put way too much water, but it's not way too much water. So I'm gonna go ahead and add my food coloring. I would just add a couple dots. I put 3. Just the less you put, the lighter the color will be. So I'm just gonna add and then mix it. All right. At this time, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the plastic bag. And then with your kids, you're gonna wanna like massage it, kind of. You kind of wanna like squeeze it because it is very liquidy. We're gonna have to let it sit for like 10-15 minutes. When I did this with the kids, we actually made this before we went outside, and we go outside for about 30 minutes to an hour. So if you want, you can leave it out you can have it sit out for that long. Just the more you let it sit, the more it's gonna have that like consistency of it looking kind of like slime and liquidy like this. And then also whenever you're cleaning it up, it's easier to clean it up with like soap and water because the cornstarch is gonna be easier to clean up that way. So yeah, this is basically how you make oobleck.